Okay. I hope everyone are able to kind of see my screen, and I like everyone are able to hear me, right? Can anybody kind of just give the confirmation? Uh,
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you for the confirmation. So, guys, as you guys are aware, right, today is our day two of our session, and I have just started the basic setup. And those who has, let's say, attended yesterday's session, so we had just done the setup for Selenium Feb 2025 project. This is the name, guys. Whatever name you can like provide the name over here for the project, and this is the structure of the folder. Right now we are not interested in this folder structure. We are purely interested in this particular folder, that is basics of Java. And under this we are going to kind of create device packages, guys. Okay, so let's say today I am practicing on Java variables, so for next 1 or 2 days I'll continue with this. After that I'll freshly start with day 1, day 2, day 3 topics, guys. Okay, because I want to continue with Java variable, and along with that 2 or 3 more files I'll create over here. Okay, so as per the yesterday's discussions, guys, I know that we were having this variables, right, which data type which we have created so far. Okay, so along with this variable we have few more data types which is part of our Java learning. Okay, so I'm just introducing them as well. So over here, guys, if you notice, we are having integer. So along with integer we are having something called as short. Okay, then we are having you can just declare this sh, and sh is equal to whatever variable you want to. Now what is short, what is int, what is long? Because we have one more variable called as long. Okay, so long is nothing but obviously has some logic, right? Why we are having total uh, 4 data type for the same logic, right? Because the thing is over here, if you notice, we have integer, we have short, we have long, and we have one more which is called as byte, guys. Okay, so basically byte is also having the concept of, if you try to write any let's say variable, or let's say if you declare something as byte, guys. Okay, obviously there is some logic which is part of your byte, you can say syntax byte structure, and based on that you will be able to declare, guys. Okay, now here integer, short, long, byte, all these four are holding the same property, that is they are kind of accepting only the integer value. Okay, please remember, the thing is, the only difference is the byte is the shortest one. After that we are kind of having short, after that it is int, and then the last one is long. So basically the long will be able to accept like a huge basically like number. If the number is very huge, right, so that will be accepted by which data type? Long data type. Okay, byte will be the shortest, guys. Okay, if you provide long values over here, it will throw an error because byte is holding some value between -32 to +32. Okay, so that all this thing, right, what is the maximum value, what is the minimum value? Okay, so that is already defined for all these 4 data types. Okay, so these are the additional data type. So in this I have used 2 steps, guys. Okay, in the first step I have declared it, and in the second step I have initialized those variables. Perfect, clear everyone? Okay, so the next over here I want to introduce one more keyword in Java, which is nothing but called as so I'm not going in detail about this. Okay, so which is nothing but final keywords, guys. Okay, so final is a keyword which is obviously responsible for kind of storing the value. Okay, and once you kind of declare any variables as final, okay, you will be not able to modify that particular variable. Simple. Okay, so let's say if I want to declare anything as final, guys, you just need to write a keyword called as final and provide the data type, guys. Okay, so long, guys, please remember, if I have used the variable lg, okay, I will not be able to use lg again. Okay, please remember this, because lg has been already used by this particular statement. Okay, so you need to obviously create one more new variable. There is no such restrictions, guys. You can provide uppercase, lowercase. Java is a case sensitive language, guys. Okay, so pi in capital and pi in small both are different variable. Okay, don't get considered like if you have declared pi in uppercase, then lowercase is not allowed. Okay, so I have declared like final long, which is not correct. You need to kind of change this to float, guys. Okay, because I'm trying to have the decimal value, and at the end you just need to write small f. Okay, so please remember, whenever you declared anything as final, okay, that particular value will remain as it is throughout the code in other classes also. When I say other classes, if you create one more class and if you are trying to use this variable over there, this value will remain 3.14 only. It's not like you will update this value. If you try to update this value, right, 3.15 or something, you will get an error message saying that why you are declaring, sorry, why you are trying to uh, change the final value, right? You have declared already, you should not be like changing this value, guys. Okay, so please remember, final can be applied to, you can consider final can be applied to, it can be applied to variable. Okay, it can be applied to method. Okay, and it can be applied to class. Okay, so final keyword can be applied to variable, it can be applied to method, it can be applied to class. Okay, so the one which I have shown you right now, correct, what is that? Final I have applied to which topic, which this thing I have applied to variable, guys. Okay, same thing, you can apply the final keyword for the method also. Okay, and you can apply the final keyword to the class as well. So in the yesterday's session, guys, when I was showing you string, right? So you remember the string was a final class in Java, guys. String was what, guys? String was a final class in Java. So if you notice, if you remember in the yesterday's discussion, when I was doing control and click on string, you will see final, guys, over here. So final class string. So there will be no one who can kind of try to create an object, try to override this particular class, guys. Okay, so we will not be able to override able to kind of override this particular class once the class is made as final. Okay, so final can be for the, you can consider final can be for class, final can be for method, and final can be for what, variables. Okay, so whenever you declared the value as final in terms of variable, please remember that variable cannot be reassigned. And if you make the method as final, I will talk about the topic which is called as overriding and overloading, guys. So final method cannot be overridden. Okay, please remember this. And the last, which is like the final class, right, that particular class cannot be extended. Okay, so I'll talk about this, what is this cannot be extended, like because this is a topic of inheritance, interface, all those things, right? But yeah, overall final keywords can be applied to all these particular sections which I have shown you. Okay, so anybody has any doubt, query, questions, guys? Yes, please feel free to unmute and speak up, guys. So whatever I'm writing, guys, these are the basic data types in Java. Okay, data types in Java. So I hope everyone are clear. Anybody has anything to add up, please feel free to unmute and speak up, guys.
Hello, sir. I have a doubt.
Go ahead.
What is the difference? I mean, I did not understand. What is the difference between short and byte data types?
So byte is having some limit basically. Okay, it will accept like between minus 30 minus 32 to plus 32. Like if you try to pass I mean higher value, right, it will not accept that value. Okay, so when I say higher value, basically there is one range actually which is defined. Okay, and here if you are trying to pass byte BTS 283, correct, it will work. But when you try to pass in this particular, you can see the right here we are getting an error, here we are not getting an error. So the hierarchy is byte is shortest. Okay, okay, byte is shortest, byte as in like byte will accept the lowest this thing. After that it will be short, after that it will be integer, okay, and after that it will be long. Okay, this is the hierarchy basically. Okay, so there is a range which is defined for each of this data type. Okay, so let me show you the range also. Range for short, byte, long, and int. So all this range is defined, guys. So here is the logic. The range is obviously, this is a whole number. Like if you notice carefully, long is having the highest this thing. Okay, otherwise the range is between minus 128 to 127, minus 32,000 something, and then the integer, and then the long. Everyone are clear? So this is the range basically, guys, and this comes under the category called as primitive data type. Clear, everyone?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Okay, so yes, perfect. So let me kind of, if you make this as 129 also, it will not work. Okay, so the last this thing is 127 between exclusive, guys. Okay, so that's the highest range which we have for byte. Perfect. So moving on, guys, as you are aware, right, I have just discussed about final. So I'm just giving you again what is final doing. Okay, once we start with the method topics, I'll explain you what is method first of all. So let me kind of discuss about Java methods, or let's say normal methods in Java, how to kind of create it, how to use it. Okay, so first of all, guys, as you are aware, right, in our discussion, we have created one method, and that particular method is called as the main method. Okay. So when you minimize this, you can see that the obviously the complete this thing is kind of getting minimized. Okay. So this is a main method. Okay. Please remember, always you will have a method outside the main method. You cannot have any method defined inside a method. Okay, so if you have one method over here, you cannot define any method inside this particular block. So when I say block, from this particular section to this particular section, so you cannot declare it. Okay, now I am trying to showcase the structure of this thing method. Okay, so for that, guys, I am creating a new class. Okay, method demo. So everyone can see I have created it. Public static void main string arguments. I hope everyone are now clear with the structure. If anybody is facing any issue, challenge, please let me know, guys. Okay, now we are discussing about methods in Java. Okay, so how to write this method? Very simple. You need to have first as return type. Okay, if you want to kind of declare a method, you should have something called as return type. Second logic is you need to have something called as name of method. Okay, name of method, and then two round brackets. Simple. So how to kind of do this? Simple. You just need to provide return type, that is void. Okay, method demo 1. So this is a syntax, guys. What we did, we have provided a return type, okay, void, which means that it will not accept any return statement, and then we have written the name of the method. Okay, so this name is completely customizable, guys. It's basically as per your wish, whatever name you want to provide to this particular method. Okay, and a pair of curly round bracket. Okay, so opening and closing, it is mandatory, guys. Clear, everyone? Anybody has any confusion, doubt, guys? What is method? Yes, you can unmute and speak up, guys.
Because the method we are not ending with the semicolons.
No, we are not ending. This is called as, this comes under the category called as method definition. Okay, so method definition. So there are few things which I will highlight once we kind of go ahead with the discussion. First thing is, you are kind of talking about method definition. Method definition means what? You are writing the method and you are defining the body of the method. So this pair of curly bracket is considered as the body of the method. So if you are having the body, this particular method comes under, like, you can consider this as you have defined the method. Now obviously it's our job to kind of write something in this method, okay, whatever we have written previously in our previous this thing, okay, previous program. So you can define that. But yes, the structure is clear to everyone. So void method demo one. If you write like this, again, you will get an error. Why? Because method one is already done. Now please jump to different name. So you can just write method two. Clear, everyone? Any doubt, any questions, anything you want to add, please feel free to unmute and speak up, guys. Okay, perfect. So the next thing is I have shown you that, hey, please have the return type. So now the thing is, if you want other than void, guys, what exactly you need to do is you need to provide a respective data type, guys. Okay. So how much data type we have seen, like how many data type we have seen, this all data types, right? So whatever you can consider, right? If you want to have Boolean, you can provide the Boolean, guys. Whatever data type you can think of, you can provide that, guys. Okay. So where to provide that data type? Basically over here. So if you write Boolean, you can write this. Okay. Then you need to write again the method name. Obviously the method name should be new. Now the concern over here is the difference between these two logic is, in this you have declared the method as Boolean, guys. Okay. And in this you declared the method as void. Okay. So whenever you are declaring the method other than void, whatever data type you have declared, right, you need to use that into your return statement. Okay. So here it is mandatory that you should pass return true or false. It is mandatory. Okay. Because you have made the return type as Boolean. If you declare this as integer, then you need to write return number, numeric value. Okay. If you make this as float, guys, okay, you need to say return 1 point something something this in this format. Okay. So whatever data type you kind of provide to the respective method, the same logic or the same value format needs to be written by that method. Everyone are clear, guys? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions?
Yeah, that return also should be under the body of the method, correct? It's not
Return
outside.
should be under the body. It cannot be outside this pair of curly bracket. It should be mandatory inside this only. Perfect. Clear? So guys, total how many methods we have right now in our particular class? You can see over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone are clear? Total how many methods are there, guys? 4 methods. Perfect. Now try to understand what exactly, why I have said this. This is a method definition, guys, because you are trying to make like you are trying to explain that this is like I'm defining the method. Now I'm giving some logical name, guys. Okay, because obviously there are some best practice which needs to be followed whenever you are giving any name to the method. Okay, so please remember, whenever you are kind of giving name to the method, guys, you need to kind of provide the name in the format of camel case, guys. Okay, the first letter of the next word should be capital. Okay, so I'm just writing add to number. This is the first method name. Second method name I'm trying to have is add 3 number. Okay, very simple, not like very this thing. And the last one is add 4 number, or I will just make it as is eligible for vote. Okay, is eligible for vote. This is the name of the method I am giving, guys. Okay, so you can give whatever name, but the structure or the way you should give is like you should follow the camel case, guys. Okay, that's what I am trying to recommend whenever you are writing a method. Okay, so everyone are clear with this structure and everything. Now what does this add to number means, right? Simple logic. You will try to add 2 numbers. So for that you will have 2 numbers. A is equal to 10 comma B is equal to 20. Understood, everyone? Any doubt, any questions on this? You can declare multiple variable on the same line. There is no such restriction that if I have used int one time, it means I should declare one variable. No. If you want, you can just put comma, and again you can keep on writing the respective variable names, guys. Okay. Over here, I'm saying system.out.println. Okay. Addition of two number is please guys, I am requesting again everyone, if you feel, let's say I'm going little fast or something, please feel free to kind of interrupt me in between. Okay, whatever doubts you have, you can kind of unmute and speak up, guys. Although I know that I'm going like from basic, some of you are already aware about all this concept, but yes, those who are, let's say, completely new to this thing, Java, for them, like this is the thing. So guys, over here you can see that I have just declared two number a and b. Okay, now please understand guys, we have declared this variable inside this block, right? So the life of a and b is inside this block only. Everyone understood what I said just now? I have declared the variable a and b inside this block. So the life of a and b is inside this block only. If you go outside, there is no such variable called as a and b. You will not be able to use it over here. Everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions? Okay, perfect. So the next method is add three number. So int a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, c is equal to 30. System.out.println addition of three number is, what is the addition of this three number, guys? Okay, nobody said that it is correct or not correct, guys. This is completely incorrect, right? I'm not doing it.
Some
This
is
is a,
not.
yeah. So guys, what I can do is I can write like this also. A is equal to a plus b. This is also correct. Okay. If you don't want to declare third variable, you can add all three variable and assign to the variable a. Why I have written this? Because I have already used a over here. That's the reason. Otherwise, you can declare one more variable called sum. Okay. And that you can write it over here. Understood, everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions? Yes. Even guys, you can write b is equal to a plus b, c is equal to whatever you think. You will update the variable because I have not declared this variable as what final. Okay, these are the variables which you can update it. So that's the reason I have written a is equal to a plus b plus c, and that's what I am trying to display in the output console. Okay, yeah. So I believe someone is having query. Please go ahead, please. Anybody is having any doubt, please let me know, guys.
So I have a doubt.
Go ahead.
Writing the methods outside the class and outside the main, right?
Yeah, right now I am writing everything, and that's what it is not allowed to have inside main method.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so if you try to I'll show you the error also. Let me copy this and put it inside this, right? So obviously this will throw an error. Okay, over here we will get I mean, you are not allowed to basically, first of all. So it is asking you to put semicolon. Okay, so semicolon is also not work. The reason is you can do a function call. Okay, so when I say function call, method call. So guys, method, function, both are same word. Okay, don't get confused. Somebody is using function, someone will use method. Okay, so don't get confused. Somebody like over here, I have said that this is method definition. So people might say that this is function definition. Okay, that is absolutely fine. So right now, total how many methods I have created? 1, 2, and 3. Now I am saying that, hey, is this eligible for vote? Okay, so over here I will take one age called as 18 or 19. Okay, And now I am introducing one small conditional logic, guys. Obviously, we will have detailed discussion on what is loop, what is conditional statement. But right now, for just demo purpose, I'm just introducing one important concept of if else. Okay. So over here to write if else, you just need to write if, okay, and just provide the condition age is greater than 18. 18 I'm hard coding right now. Okay. And just write in SOP statement system.out.println that person is eligible for vote. Okay, and put semicolon. Perfect. And the next is you can just write over here else, copy this, person is not eligible for vote. Person is not eligible for vote. So now try to understand, guys. We are done with our structures and everything. So this is what, guys. This is the like printing statement. Like it will print, but what is the concept over here? We need to return something. So at the end, we are just returning through. That's it. Although this will kind of get printed, guys. After that, we are returning through. So don't worry on this statement at all. Okay, it will work fine. Okay, because this statement will go one by one, and after that line number 35 will get executed. Okay, so everyone are clear with how we are defining the function, guys? Anybody has any confusion, any doubt, any queries?
Can we just go through that if eligible vote method?
Yes. So over here, what we did is I have hard coded the value of age. Okay, so the value is 19. Okay, I have just introduced one simple conditional statement in Java. I know that I have not discussed in this detail. This is the next topic actually. So in which I have used if else condition. Okay, why I have used? Because I have introduced Boolean actually method type. If I would have used something other, right, I would have not used like conditional statement over here. So Boolean will always accept true or false. Okay, that's it, nothing else. So
So
that's it.
if what will happen in this case now 19 is greater than 18, so the person is eligible to vote, then it will return true.
It will just print in the output console, guys. It has nothing to do with return true or return false. You can write whatever you want. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to play around with this value once we get, okay, then there is a different story. Okay, now that is something which I'm going to show you now. But
Okay.
for now, if someone is calling this method, it will execute this whole thing, and after that it will return false. That has nothing to do with, okay, it will just return it, because we are not storing, we are not doing anything with that return value, right? So right now it will just execute this line of code which I have highlighted.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, so, because so like if we define Boolean void is eligible for vote, so return time is not required. So what is the standard actually? Should for Boolean we have to use void or use like, or else we have to define without defining the void, we have to like define the return type. So standard, what is actually our return?
uh, See, try to understand the logic. Boolean we will use when you are trying to return something. You are not writing this code actually. Okay, right now for understanding purpose, I have written this code, right? Ideally, in real time, what happens in real application? If age is greater than something something, right? It will just write this statement, return true. That's it. Okay, it will not write this statement. That's what I'm trying to convey. And if else it goes in the else statement, it will say return false. That's it. Okay, so now try to understand in real time. If you are trying to, let's say, get the data from the user or something, and you know that the format of the data is in the form of integer. Okay, so you can write int and provide the method name and try to kind of write the whole concept, whole logic, whatever you want. But standard 80 to 90% of the time we will always use void. We will never use any data type unless and until it is not required. It is not, let's say, as per logic. If someone is saying that, hey, please use this boolean or something, then only we will try to use the data type. Otherwise, most of the time we will have void only. Please remember. Okay.
So I have a doubt, sir. So if we use void, we can return any data type or any value, right?
If you write void, you don't require this statement. Okay, you don't require this. So here, if you notice, I mean, if I'm removing this return statement, it is kind of throwing an error saying that, hey, please add return statement. Okay, clear? And if you move this to void, okay, if you notice, this statement is again throwing me an error, cannot return a value from the method with the void return type. Okay, if you are void result type, you should not use this. Obviously, this is obviously coming into consideration whenever you are having the method of other than void. Okay, this type is of Boolean. So that's the reason we are returning only two values, either true, either false. Okay, clear? So next, I'm trying to have one more so that everyone are clear. I'm creating of string type. Okay, get uh, get numbers into word. Just I'm writing it, don't get into this thing why I have written this. Get numbers into word. Now everyone can see that what return type I have used, guys. I have used string. Okay, so over here, as you guys can see that I have used string, so we are getting an error saying that please add return statement. So it is mandatory that you should add return. Okay, so here I will say that return hello, I'm new to Java. Okay, clear everyone? But it should be string only, guys. If you say that return 10, return 5, no, that will not work. It should be mandatory string only if you're declaring this method type as string. Perfect, everyone? Okay, clear? Should I move ahead? Okay. So now, guys, total I have declared around 4 methods. Okay, now you must be like in a confusion why I have declared this. Now, how to use this into our main method? That's a logically you need to understand. Very, very important, guys. So now you can see that we have public static void main. Even if you try to execute, nothing will get executed, guys, because nothing has been written inside the main state, like main method, guys. So please remember, whenever you are executing your Java code, it always start executing from the main method and it will stop at line number 8. That's it. Okay, if you have not written anything inside this pair of curly bracket, nothing will show up in the output console, even if you are having 100 methods which are defined over here. Okay, so now I'm trying to introduce one more keyword actually. Okay, so just like final only, that keyword is nothing but, you can consider this as static, guys. Okay, what is static? So static is a keyword in Java through which you don't need to define, you do not need to define object of a particular class, object of a particular class. So now I'll explain this point only because static has a lot of different, you can say, aspect also. Right now I'm introducing static because I can make some of the method as static also. Okay, so I'll do that, but later on. First of all, let me kind of just make you aware that how we can call this into our main class. Okay, so here comes the concept of object creation, guys. Okay, now I want the answer from you guys. What is object, first of all? What is object?
Object can be a copy of a class.
Object is a copy of a class. Okay, someone else? What is
It,
object?
it can be any entity, anything which
Mm-hmm.
exists, like mouse.
Entity. Okay. So guys, whenever you kind of create a class, right? So right now in front of you, I have created this class called as method demo. Okay, so if you consider an object is nothing but a complete, you can say, instance, I would say. and that instance will store all the variables, okay, whatever variables we have created, okay. So all the variables will be part of your you can say object. All the, you can say, method which we have inside this particular class will be part of your instance, part of your object, okay. So if someone is using the term called as instance, if someone is using the term called as object, both have the same meaning, guys, okay. So object is nothing but you can consider it as an instance which has the address of all the variables and methods which are present in the class, okay. So now over here, to create an object, the syntax is very straightforward. It is you should write class name obj name is equal to new class name, okay. So I'm just repeating it again. Class name obj name is equal to new class name. So now over here, guys, you can see that the class name is what? Method demo. So copy this name and just write it over here, method demo. After that, obj name. So obj name is completely dynamic as per your choice, guys, okay. So I'm just referring to obj is equal to new. So new is nothing but a keyword in Java, okay. So with the help of new, you are kind of creating an object, and that object is being referred by the obj reference, okay, obj instance. So now obj is having the complete knowledge of all the variables as well as method which are present in method demo. I'm repeating, obj is having the complete knowledge of all the variables, okay, not only functions, all the variables as well as method which are present in method demo. Clear, everyone? Anybody has any confusion, any doubt, guys? What is object? Perfect. So now I have mentioned that obj is having complete knowledge. Now the thing is, one more concept comes into consideration, that is called as method call. We call this as function call also, both are same, okay. So over here, to kind of call this method from your respective class, you just need to say obj dot, and automatically you guys will see the auto suggestion. These are the one which are highlighting in bold are the one which has been created by us, okay. So you can just hit enter, you are good to go, guys. Obj dot add 3 number, perfect. Obj dot get number into word. Now I want some special explanation from you guys, what you have understood from line number 10, okay. I want the answer from you guys, okay. And the last one is, I think, is person eligible for vote? And also I need the answer from you, this, what is this two method doing, guys? Anyone? I'll show you this method. Get number into word is a method which is present over here. Anyone? What it is doing, guys?
It will return the value, hello, I'm new to Java. Hello.
Perfect. It will return the value. Now what we are doing over here? Are we doing anything over here?
We are just receiving it, and as of now, we are not doing anything.
We are not doing anything. Basically, with this line, with this logic, with this sentence, whatever I have written, it will do nothing, guys. That's what I'm trying to explain. Okay. So now you guys understood that, hey, when I'm calling this, it is returning this value. So to whom it is returning? To this particular line from where it is being called. I'm repeating what I'm saying, guys, okay. From line number 10, once the program executions come to this point, the control will go to this particular method. From here, it will say that, hey, return hello, I'm new to Java. It will kind of go again to this particular step, but we are doing nothing, guys. So over here, I am trying to introduce one thing called as string. Ref is equal to, ref is just for reference purpose, guys, right now. So ref will store the value which is being written by this particular statement, which I have highlighted. Okay, and over here, if you want, just for understanding purpose, you can print ref. Perfect. Everyone are clear, guys, what exactly is being done over here with this two line? If your return statement is integer, then you need to declare the data type as integer. If it is boolean, then please declare boolean. If it is float, long, double, respective data type should be present over here. Perfect. Clear, everyone? So same goes for is person eligible for vote, although it will print some line, guys. Okay, either this or this depending on this condition, but it will return false. This false is being returned to which statement? It is being returned to this particular statement. Now our role is to kind of create one boolean variable, boolean flag is equal to, so this is something which is kind of getting written, and then you should say system.out.println. so it will obviously print what? False, guys, because we are returning what? False. Simple. So anybody have anything to add up over here, guys, before I kind of execute this program? Anybody wants to add anything? Everyone are clear the concept of method in Java? Anybody has anything? Please, you can unmute and speak up, guys. Any of the topic, guys. So if you notice carefully, as soon as I have started writing this, everywhere you can see that there is one usage which has been highlighted. Okay. So if someone clicks on one usage, it will directly navigate to the respective method name. And from here, if you want to go to the respective method, what has been defined, please please press control from your keyboard and hover your mouse on the method, because in real time it may happen that you have hundreds of methods defined in a single class. Okay, so it is not possible to do control F, like copy this, search for this method. Just control and click on that, you will go to that respective method, because obviously in a real time the code will be of 1000 lines of code, 1500 lines of code. That's the reason. Okay, so press control and click on this, so automatically you will go to the method definition, and this is called as function call, guys. So we are done, guys. We will execute this program. So I'm just executing it. Whatever we have written in this thing, so it will kind of get printed. So two are the addition logic. One is like this thing, hello, I'm new to Java. And I am new to Java. That's fine. Hello, I am new to Java. That is fine. And then we have person is eligible for vote because the value of age was 19. And then you can see false, which was being written by this particular method. And the same is being assigned to what? Flag. And the flag, we are displaying it over here. Any questions, any doubt, anything to add, guys? Anyone? Okay, so before this I have just kind of I spoke that hey, we have something called as static. Okay, so I'll just show you what does this static basically means, guys. Okay, for that what I'll do, I'll create one more method. Okay, because the thing is, for static you need to write static, okay, keyword basically before the method definition, void addition of 4 number. I'm just giving whatever name, guys, you can give as per your this thing. And here I'll say that int a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20. My bad, guys, you should not use semicolon. B is equal to 20, c is equal to 30, d is equal to 40, sorry 50, whatever. So A is equal to A plus B plus C plus D. A is equal to A plus B plus C plus D. And system.out.println, there is one this thing guys, println, and just write down a, sorry, addition of 4 number is plus, you can just mention a over here. Now I have written this as static keyword guys. So whenever you define the method as static guys, so what I said that you don't need to create an object to call this method. Okay, so obviously this is method definition guys. Now if you want to call this method into your code, into your logic, you can directly kind of write the whole method as it is. Okay, and just put semicolon at the end, and you will notice that this method will be in the italic format. Okay, the font will be in the italic format. So from this you can understand that this particular method is nothing but a static method. So static method does not require what? Object creation logic. Okay, so you can call them directly into your class without creating an object. The importance, so the mandatory thing is you need to kind of define the keyword static before the method which you are writing guys. Clear everyone? Anybody has any confusion, doubt, questions?
Yeah, so like because there is for the last one where you have defined int A, B, C, D. So
Mhm.
we can define different data types also. They're like int float, sorry, int short, long, and then we can do the addition that will make.
But the concern over here is, let's say if you try to think, let's say float b is equal to 20.34f, correct? And then you will say that, hey, this, I mean, variable c, okay, again, you are saying that double, right? Double c is equal to 33 point, 30 point, some value d, correct? Double. Perfect. This is fine. And the last data type we have is, again, I'm declaring short. Okay. But the concern over here is, guys, you are trying to add obviously mixed data type, right? So here A should be what? A should be actually a double data type. So either what you can do, you can just declare double sum is equal to 0. And over here, you can update this to sum. Because the thing is, you are trying to store, or let's say store the data which is obviously in decimal, and previously it was a over here, right? This is decimal, and you know that this will be a double, right? So that's the reason you need to create a data type, obviously, of, sorry, variable of some data type, like double data type. Okay, you cannot adjust this to float or any other data type. You cannot write short also, guys. The whatever is the largest this thing, that data type should be kind of, the result should be created. Okay, so you should say double result is equal to 0, sum is equal to 0, right? Clear everyone?
Yes,
Understood? Okay, perfect. So yeah, I think we are good guys. So this will obviously show some random value at the end, so I am just looking for the, okay, so this is how you need to analyze line number 61. So semicolon is missing.
semicolon.
Yes, and run it again. So for running, actually I clicked on this builder guys. Okay, so again we got one error, semicolon is missing. Okay, so now I can run this because there is no error. So this is the final answer guys. So everybody are clear with this concept? Anybody has any confusion, doubt?
Yes, sir. Why can't we write all the methods static? Uh, why we
Yeah,
need non-static methods?
that's what I'm trying, because we have a lot of way to kind of write the method. Okay, why we are not writing static? The reason is, some method, due to this thing security, this thing concern, right? We are declaring this as void. So it is not mandatory that what happens in real time? We have created a lot of methods, right? So it is not mandatory that we will call all the methods which has been created in the above, like in the below section. Okay, only some of the method
Okay.
I want to call. Okay, because what happens as a framework, right? You will have almost like more than 15-20 methods which has been declared into your class. But in your test case, you don't require all those methods. In your test case, you require only 4 methods. So over
Mhm.
there, confusion is you are not pretty much confident. You will try to go to each method, try to look at this. Yeah, I need this method. So you will copy and make it over here. No. So what we do is we just call the reference and accordingly we check which method is part of this particular test case. So we will call this. Okay, this is the first step.
Okay.
Next step is again call the reference and try to check what is the second step. But in case of static, if you make it right, you need to kind of search for the method which is relevant to your test case and copy that particular method into. Okay, that's the reason.
Okay.
That's the
Okay, sir.
reason. Okay, so I hope everyone are clear. Now I'm creating one package, guys. Okay, so not here. Actually, I will start creating package over here. Okay, so the very first package which I'm creating is day one. Okay, inside this day one, I'm creating one class, guys. Okay, which is nothing but operators in Java. Okay, very important, guys. Operators in Java. Okay, so just at high level, because I know we are like short of time, so just at high level I just discussed the theoretical part, and practical part we will do it on Monday, guys. Okay, so over here, guys, when we say operators in Java, can anybody tell me the list of, or let's say the type of operator what Java programming language is supporting, guys? Obviously out of this, some of the operators we have already used in our like previous like sample examples, guys, in Java variable or method demos. Okay, so anybody wants to go ahead? What are the different operators which are supported by Java, guys? Yes, so to start with, we have very simple arithmetic operators. Okay, arithmetic operator obviously is responsible for all the addition, subtraction, all those respective, right? So for that reason, arithmetic operators is responsible. Okay, so the next is assignment operator. So guys, in the yesterday session, I told you what is assignment, right? Whenever we are writing equal to, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. Okay, so all this concept comes under assignment operator. Okay, so assignment operator. Then the next one which we have is relational operators, guys. So relational operators is considered as greater than, less than, all those will come under relational operator. Then we have something called as logical operator. Okay, so those who are aware about and, or, not, right? So and is what, not is what, negation, right? So all this will come under logical operator. Okay, so the next is unary operators, guys, like single this thing, single characters. And the last one we have is like bitwise operator. So just to kind of give you this thing, high level this thing, out of which most frequently we are using this 4 operators, guys. I mean, almost like all the programs, most of the time we are kind of fully dependent on this 4 like operators which I have highlighted, guys. Unary operators and bitwise operators, that depends upon the test case. If we are having some test case related to bitwise or unary, that time we are kind of considering it. Otherwise, most of the time we are focusing purely on arithmetic, assignment, relational, logical. Okay. So in arithmetic, guys, please remember, we will obviously discuss this each operator one by one. Okay. In the coming session. So whatever mathematical calculations which we are thinking of, right? So that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay. So all this will come under which category, guys? Arithmetic operator. Okay, so let me kind of quickly create one simple method, void arithmetic operator. So again, I'm doing a mistake, camel case, guys. Okay, so int a comma int b. So let me declare assign it at the same time. Int a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20. So guys, can anybody help me with all the operators? What we can do quickly? Just write system.out.println, right? And over here, you can just mention addition is equal to plus a plus b. So you can put this in bracket, guys, a plus b. So guys, the reason we are putting in brackets so that Java can easily understand, because this plus is for concatenation, guys. This plus is not the arithmetic operator plus. This is basically a concatenation logic, and this is responsible for doing what? This is responsible for doing a addition of two variables, that is a plus b. Clear, everyone? So copy this and paste it like a minus b, a division b. So I'll just do few of them because I know we have other operators also. So a multiply by b, a minus b, a multiply by b, and a divide by b. Okay, so we are done, guys. I'm just displaying it. So now I want to call this. So again, the thing is you need to create a main method. Okay, so public static void main string arguments, and over here I'll make this as static, and I will call this directly. No need of creating an object. Perfect. Everyone understood this? Now I want the answer from you guys. Why we are getting this output? So first output is very straightforward. Or third is also straightforward. Can anyone? Sorry, my bad. Can anybody tell me why the fourth value is 0, guys? Yes. Why the fourth value is 0? That's the question. Sorry. Come again, please.
We are not using the correct data type there. Like we should use float or double, like so.
Just check the input. What is the input?
10. I think
10 and 20. Like
10,
both are like a whole number, right?
Yes.
So I mean, I'm not using any float double logic right now. Obviously, it is very straightforward. So this particular operator which I have used, guys, this operator is responsible for providing you the reminder, guys. It is responsible for what, guys? Reminder. Okay. Now when you divide 10 divide by 20, guys, the remainder will be 0, or like how is it? Can anybody tell me? 10 divided by 20, or I'll do just one more quick thing, that is b divided by a. Okay, let me save this and let me show you. So in this case also, you like if you notice, I have updated this addition subtraction. So the remainder is 2, guys. My bad, guys, my bad. Reminder is for this symbol, and that is giving you the quotient, guys. One more symbol is left for arithmetic operator, that is this one. Okay, yeah, now it is correct. This will give you quotient. Done. Okay, now it is clear, guys. Okay, so there are 5 distinct operators. So b modulus a will give you the remainder. Okay, so here you can see the remainder is 0 and the quotient is 2, guys. So obviously we'll discuss in this discuss this in detail, guys, in the coming session. But overall, guys, today we had the discussions on little bit of different you can say variables, different data type, I would say. So those data types were like short, long, byte, and I have shown you like the hierarchy also, like what is a hierarchy. Then we have started the discussions on method demo, in which we have spoken about what are the what is method definition, what is method call, and after that we have created one package called as day one, in which we have operators. We'll continue with this package on Monday also, guys, because we need to add few files over here, in which we have just seen the theoretical part. How many different types of operators are available in Java, and out of that we have just discussed at high level what is arithmetic operator. Okay, so we'll continue our discussion on this same, guys. Okay, we'll keep like as it is, and Monday or Tuesday I'll start with like by uploading this over the GitHub, guys. Everybody can refer this, and on daily basis we will have minimum 2 or 3 programs, guys, once we are fully, let's say, understood some basics, right? So how to kind of do the addition of 10 numbers, then how to do the reverse of a string, all those, like whatever interview questions, right? So we will start discussing those as well. So I'll have a habit of minimum 2 or 3 program before we start the session, guys. Okay, so that you guys should be comfortable in like creating a program from scratch, guys. That's the reason. Okay, so that will be done soon. Okay, I'll publish this to Git. Okay, so that will be done most probably next week, guys. And yes, if you got any doubts, query, questions, kind of, please feel free to ask, guys. Anyone? Okay, so I think we are good, guys. I believe everyone has, I mean, got the clarity. And most probably from Monday or Tuesday, I said, will be kind of, I'll be sharing the GitHub URL so that you can just have a look onto the code which we are practicing, and we will have daily, you can say, programming activity, guys. And after, once we are done with the session, there will be an assignment with respect to the same topic which we are discussing, guys. Okay, so yeah, that we will start from Monday, guys. Meanwhile, whatever we have learned so far, I would request you guys to kind of just make sure you have clarity over the weekend. You have 2 days, guys, and from Monday we will obviously kind of again talk purely on Java, guys. Perfect. So yeah, I think that's it.